Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today you join me here at the Rosen Inn at Pointe Orlando. This is a fantastic resort here on International Drive. We've stayed in a few of their other properties here on International Drive in Orlando, and we really like them for their location, their price, facilities, etc, etc. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to give you a tour of the room, show you what's available in here, what you can expect from this very convenient, very reasonably priced hotel here on International Drive. So let's flip the camera around now and I'll show you the room.
Welcome back to the channel.
Ready for another cruise? Let's go! So of course we start behind the door here as you enter the room. This room is on the 3rd floor. You have really nice access to the lifts, the pools area, vending machines, etc, etc. But behind the room door you'll actually get information about the evacuation map and where to follow in the event obviously of an emergency. You do get a lock here on the handle down there, as well as this additional lock there for a little bit of extra peace of mind. There's a little light switch as well which puts on the light just above there for you and your convenience. Turn that off again. By the handle you'll obviously have your room occupied sign as well, so if you wish to put that on there, obviously let people know that you're inside the room and don't wish to be disturbed, you can do that as well for your convenience. Moving here onto the left hand side, at the moment we have got suitcases in the room. So this room obviously we are staying in at the moment, but that does give you an idea as to what it looks like then if you are going to stay here with your family. There's 4 of us, so that will give you an idea as to how much space you've got, where you can put suitcases, etc, etc. So we've popped some suitcases down there for the moment. You have got the curtains and blinds here, and at the moment I've put them open obviously to allow as much light into the room for you as possible for the tour, but you have got one set there which you can pull across for privacy, as well as the curtains as well to block out the light. You have really good air conditioning as you do in most rooms in Orlando, but again really good. It goes icy cold, nice and warm as well if you want to go on the warmer side. Really good like that. You have got a little armchair there, again additional seating if you want. You can sit there, read, look out the window, and in this particular room, as you can probably tell, there is the pool just outside, so potentially if you've got teenagers and they were down by the pool but you wanted to have a bit more of a rested kind of afternoon, you can do that from your room if you wish. A little bit of artwork on the wall, fairly basic kind of decor and stuff as you'd expect of these resorts, but they are very good value. You know what you're getting and they're always pretty clean, and we've always had a pretty nice stay at them. You do get 1 of 2 beds here. They're slightly on the smaller side. I think they're probably kind of large doubles, maybe even queen size beds, but if there's 4 of you and you don't mind kind of what size bed they are, they do the job. Our 2 boys stay on that bed quite happily and me and my wife on the other one, and we don't have any issues. You do get a couple of pillows on the bed. They're pretty comfortable as well. We had a good night's sleep last night, but we do kind of find the beds to be pretty comfortable for our stay. You do have over here on this side the lamp for the room, which has a few different functions and features as well. You do get some plug sockets just down here at the base, so you can plug in a charger, cables, alarm clock if you've got another one, all that kind of bits and bobs if you wish. You do get an alarm clock for the room though as well, which as you can see we're utilising with a charging cable to charge our devices. You do get 2 of those, as well as some additional plug sockets on the top. Some information about the hotel, phone numbers and stuff if you wish to call reception, and those are also listed on the phone on there, so if you wish to call down to the reception and talk about any reservations, dining, reception, wake up calls, etc, etc, you can do all that from your room as well, which is really handy. TV remote there which controls the TV, which we'll get to in just a minute. Notepad and pen for your convenience, and the safe to the room you'll find is just under here. Now one thing that I really do appreciate and like about this safe, as you can see, it's a pretty decent size. So if I open this up now here, you've got a decent amount of space there to put your passport, cameras, any kind of bits and bobs like that. We've put an iPad in there as well. You can fit a laptop in there quite comfortably as well. So if you've got electronics, important documents, money, anything like that, you can secure that away, into the safe there and lock that with your own PIN code. Underneath you've got a little bit more storage as well. As you can see, we've utilised that for some pyjamas at the moment, but you can put shoes down there, any other toiletries, bits and bobs that you wish. Over here on this side you have got the 2nd bed, so again same as the other one, pretty comfortable. We've taken some extra pillows being the adults, but again it's pretty soft, pretty squidgy, and it's always pretty clean as well, which is we really like at these resorts. I'll move towards the bathroom in a minute, but as you can see there is the bathroom over there with some artwork on the wall as well. Again, it's a fairly kind of basic decor, but we do appreciate that it is a very reasonably priced resort here in Orlando. Prices kind of start to range from kind of $60 a night, but you can get some really good deals on it as well. Moving over here to this portion of the room, then again, we've put another suitcase over there for the minute. You can kind of pop her maybe into the corner behind the armchair. I'll show you a few other spots for him in a minute, but we've popped one there for the moment. You do have one of the bins to the room, a little desk area, desk, mirror, and lampshades. If you want to sit there and do some work or do some makeup or whatever it may be, you've got a convenient light there, as well as a mirror. There's a little map there which I'll show you at the end of this kind of room tour, a little bit about the resort. But moving on, again, lampshade here has the plug sockets there for an extra bonus. You've got a little magazine here about the Rosen Inn properties, again, just to flick through at your leisure. AC controls there up on the wall behind the TV. Decent sized TV. It is a Samsung brand, pretty good size. I'd say it's kind of 32-40 inch, so again, quite a nice TV for the room. Underneath in here, you've got some storage space. Again, we've utilised it at the moment for some of the hats. These drawers here are a pretty decent size as well. So again, opening them up here, you've got really nice deep drawers. So again, you can put underwear, socks, clothes, whatever you may want to in there. We've utilised this top one here, as you can see, for some of the miscellaneous items. You have to excuse the mess, but again, chargers, toiletries, anything like that, just to keep things hidden away and nice and tidy. And again, you've got the same kind of drawers over there on the right hand side. Obviously this on the side here is all our stuff, you'll have to excuse it, but again, it kind of utilises and gives you an idea as to what you kind of use the space for. We keep kind of ready to go items on the side: wallet, keys, fanny packs, etc. Water that we bought from Walmart, just to kind of give you an idea as to how you can use the space to your convenience when you stay with your family. Moving on here, you've got the wardrobe to the room. It's a pretty decent sized wardrobe. It's nothing huge, but you have got, you know, a few hangers in there, some information about the laundry service. My wife's hung up her dresses in there, and you've got a few more hangers there on that side for the various bits and bobs. Down here on the right hand side, we've put another suitcase, so again, utilising some of the space there to store another suitcase down into the corner. You do have the iron and the ironing board down here for your convenience, so the room does come with that, which is really handy. We now move to the bathroom of the room. So again, this here, you've got the sliding doors here, so if you want to close those off and have additional privacy, or if one of you is sleeping in the morning and the other wants to go in there, brush their teeth, etc, you can do so. So again, that one fully shuts as well. For the purpose of the video, I won't shut it, but just to give you an idea. Now, this space again here, you have to excuse, but it gives you an idea as to what you can utilise it for during your stay. So on the left hand side up here, you'll find the coffee machine to the room. They do provide tea and coffee facilities, as well as an ice bucket, cups, sugar, sweetener, all that kind of stuff. Then what we've used is it's kind of a little storage area, so we've put things like sunscreen up here. We've got some like breakfast pastries and stuff that we've got for the morning. We put some toiletry bags and what have you up here, all that kind of stuff, just to give you an idea as to how to utilise the space. You do get some hand towels and stuff on the side there, as well as additional storage space for some more towels on that wall. Underneath this kind of area here, you do get the microwave, which is quite handy, and a fairly decent sized fridge. Unfortunately, this one does not have a freezer section, but some of them in Orlando will do. But just for your kind of information, this one is just a fridge, but again, we've utilised it for things like some pastries for the morning, drinks, sandwiches, etc, etc. But it's a decent size, and it's always handy to have in the room when there's multiple of you. Moving over here, some additional storage space underneath. You've got some extra towels for the room, as well as some tissues. And moving over towards the sink area, you do have some more toiletry space. As standard in the room, you do get shampoo, conditioner, and a little soap. Obviously, everything else you need to bring with you, but you can ask down at reception if you do forget any of the various items. But it's a fairly decent sized space. Again, you have to excuse that we've obviously got our stuff out here, but it gives you an idea as to how to utilise the space for your kind of convenience. Nice big full-size mirror there with a backlight, again really handy if you want to do any kind of makeup, hair, etc, etc. You do get a hairdryer there on the wall, conveniently plugged in for you. The light switches for the bathroom, as well as an additional socket just underneath. The bathroom is a fairly decent size. You have the toilet on the left hand side, fairly standard. Some more towel rails, on the side over there. and a fairly decent sized shower. The one thing I would notice and would like to see be a little bit better is the shower is not very powerful. It will do the job, it works, but obviously it hasn't got an additional kind of hand shower or anything like that, and the pressure's fairly weak. It's not the worst by any means, but if you're someone that likes a really powerful shower, maybe worth looking at elsewhere on iDrive. But just to give you an idea, again, fairly decent sized bathroom. You do get some shower gel, conditioner and soap and stuff as standard, but we brought some of our own as well. You do get a bath mat, which is really handy, particularly if you have got little ones. Again, extra safety, which is really handy, and then you get another towel there in the room for your convenience. So let's look at the bathroom area. Then again, it's a fairly decent sized bathroom. It's got enough space for what we need it for a couple of days, and that will then take us back out into the main portion of the room, where you've got again the 2 additional beds, the little kind of desk area and the TV. So it's a fairly decent sized room here. We really like it, we really enjoy it, and for the price that you pay on iDrive, it's very good. So what I wanted to quickly show you here is the piece of paper that you get given on check-in by the person at the reception desk. Now, on this side here, you get information about some of the restaurants on board. Some of the restaurants on site. You do get information about the Wi-Fi, the lounge and grill, some extra security tips, etc, etc. So it's really handy. It tells you again a little bit about some of the facilities available here, as well as the opening times. More importantly, on the other side, it gives you a map of the property. So this bit down here is obviously the reception area where I went and checked it yesterday. It gives you information about the parking, and on here you'll find out your particular room. So to give you an idea, at the moment, obviously this room at the moment is on the 3rd floor in building A. So again, we're just opposite the pool there, just to give you a rough idea. I won't show the whole pool as there are people in it, and obviously I want to respect their privacy. But again, so we're in this block here on the 3rd floor, and what it does on here is it gives you information about the elevator locations, where you can find things like laundry, the icing stations, vending machines, etc, etc. Now if you want to see a full tour of that, I'll obviously be showing you that in a separate video of the full property, but for those of you just watching the room tour, it just gives you a very quick idea as to what the resort's like. So again, plenty of different buildings here. You can ask to be put in a certain building, and if it's available, they are pretty happy to accommodate. But again, it just gives you a bit of information there about the various on-site facilities for you. A few different pools, 3 pools on site, as well as the various different buildings. So there we have a quick tour there of the room that we've got here at the Rosen Inn at Pointe Orlando. Now, as I mentioned, it's on the southern side of International Drive, just kind of past Dave & Buster's and Olive Garden. You've got the convention centre down the road, as well as SeaWorld. And obviously, being an International Drive hotel, you've got lots of restaurants around, lots of bars. There's a Pizza Hut across the road, or Walgreens, all those kind of facilities that you come to know and expect of an International Drive property. Now, we really like these properties. They're really excellent value. This is the spitting image, pretty much, of the Rosen Inn International, that's further up iDrive, and the Rosen Inn closest to Universal, as it's called. They're all pretty much the exact same as you'd expect, being sister properties. They're all a really excellent price. As I mentioned, you can get rates here as low as kind of $40 to $60 a night, even sometimes in peak season. So it really is tremendous value, and obviously you get all the facilities that you know and expect of a Rosen Inn property. You've got pools, you've got vending machines, you've got ice if you wish to have that, and as I mentioned, you can ask to have your room located at a certain place. We're by the pool here. I haven't heard any noise from anyone in there. At night, obviously the pool's shut, so you don't have to worry about that. You have got some rooms that face the motorway area. They can be an issue for others, but other people don't seem to mind them. So again, for what you pay though on International Drive, it's a really reasonably priced hotel. So we highly recommend it. If you have any questions about the room, obviously please leave those down below for us and we'll get back to you. I am going to continue filming a full resort tour, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave that link down in the description for you. But if you're just watching obviously the kind of room tour, just to keep it nice and simple, then you can feel free to do that as well. But we really like this resort. It's definitely worth checking out. I'm going to now move on to filming the rest of the resort, but if you are just watching the room tour, many thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one. Bye.
Welcome back to the channel.
Ready for another cruise? Let's go!